Chosen one. You are not here by accident. Heaven has drawn you into this moment with divine precision because you are standing on the threshold of a supernatural turnaround. What is unfolding in your life right now is not coincidence, it is calling. The fire you've walked through has positioned you for a financial breakthrough that carries the weight of destiny. The wealth transfer assigned to your name is awakening even now. As Scripture says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Chosen one, prepare your spirit. What's coming is wholly appointed and undeniably yours. Chosen one, there is a quiet truth you may not always see about yourself yet. Heaven sees it clearly. You are carrying a light that has kept more people alive than you realize. You walk through your days believing you are simply surviving, simply enduring, simply doing what must be done. But in the spiritual realm, your presence has been the anchor that held others together when they were on the verge of giving up. There is a weight of glory on your life, an unseen assignment woven into the fabric of your being. And even when you felt overlooked, heaven recorded every moment you chose integrity instead of bitterness, compassion instead of retaliation, faith instead of collapse. You may not know this, chosen one, but there are people who watched you walk through storms that should have destroyed you. They saw you get hit with loss, betrayal, and disappointment. They noticed how you kept standing, not because the pain was small, but because your spirit was stronger. The very resilience you thought went unnoticed became a lifeline for someone silently drowning. There is something deeply prophetic about a person who refuses to break under pressure. Something in you whispers to the world, "If I can survive this, so can you." And many did. Heaven calls that endurance. Earth calls it strength, but I call it the mark of someone anointed for impact far beyond their own understanding. From the outside, people might have seen your consistency, your calm, the way you carried yourself with dignity, even when chaos surrounded you. But they didn't see the nights you wrestled, the tears you hid, the prayers you whispered, hoping they would be enough to keep you going. They didn't see the spiritual battles you fought alone because you didn't want to burden anyone. They didn't see the moments when giving up seemed easier than holding on, and yet you held on anyway. That is why heaven trusts you. You kept moving forward with a trembling heart and shaking hands, and still your spirit refused to bow to darkness. In that refusal, you became a living sermon without even opening your mouth. Your life preached resilience, preached courage, preached faithfulness. You didn't quote scriptures, you embodied them. You didn't try to impress anyone, you just tried to stay true, and that authenticity became a guiding light. I speak this with reverence, chosen one. You have no idea how many people survived because they saw you refuse to fall. There are souls who looked at you and found strength they did not know they had. People who were one breath away from giving up on life, on love, on themselves, but something about your presence whispered hope into their shadows. They may never tell you, and some might not even fully understand it themselves. But when they looked at you, calm in chaos, gentle in conflict, faithful in uncertainty, they found a reason to believe that maybe they weren't as broken as they thought. And this is the sacred part, you didn't even know you were doing it. You weren't trying to be anyone's hero. You were just trying to make it through another day without losing your own mind, your own heart, your own sanity. Yet even in your survival, you were saving others. Even in your quiet endurance, you were teaching others how to breathe again. That is what divine influence looks like. It is not loud, it is not theatrical, it does not demand attention or applause. It is subtle, steady, and holy. It is the kind of influence heaven gives to those who carry purity in their struggle, humility in their strength, and love in their wounds. Sometimes I think you forget, chosen one, that your journey hasn't been ordinary. You have walked through valleys that would have swallowed most people whole. You have endured fires that burn souls into ash. But you walked out of those flames refined, not ruined. And the fire that once tried to break you now glows in your eyes like a quiet flame of purpose. You carry a peace people cannot explain, a softness that survived battles, a wisdom born of wounds, a patience shaped by pain. And all of it, every piece of it, becomes a testimony without you needing to speak at all. You might think your life is simple, unnoticed, or insignificant, but let me tell you something prophetic. Heaven has used your existence as a survival manual for people who were lost in their own darkness. The way you forgive, the way you stay kind, the way you rebuild yourself, the way you rise again when life thought it buried you. All of it has been a signal to the broken that healing is possible. I know you don't give yourself enough credit. You rarely see your own impact. You often wonder whether your life holds any meaning at all. But chosen one, it does. Your life is evidence that strength can be gentle and gentleness can be strong. Your life is proof that resilience is not roaring. It is whispering, "I'm still here," when everything tried to silence you. And here is the deeper truth. The reason people don't tell you you've helped them is because admitting it would mean confessing how close they were to giving up. It would mean revealing the fragility you unknowingly healed. So instead, they watch you, learn from you, and rebuild quietly in your shadow. They don't say it, but you're the reason they haven't given up. Chosen one, do not underestimate the sacred weight of your existence. Heaven placed something inside you that darkness cannot extinguish. You are not merely surviving, you are carrying light-shaping atmospheres and keeping hope alive in people who may never say your name, but they felt your impact. And that impact is only the beginning. Chosen one. As we continue, I want you to pause and truly consider something that most people never stop long enough to recognize. The peace you carry was not inherited, and it was not given to you easily. It was built, it was earned, it was shaped in seasons where you had every reason to break, every reason to lash out, every reason to become bitter. Yet you didn't. Somehow you held on to a softness that life tried to beat out of you. And that softness is not weakness. It is spiritual authority. There is a sacred power in the way you stand in truth when you could easily hide behind a mask. You don't pretend everything is perfect. You don't fake a happiness you don't feel. Instead, you walk in honesty. You walk in grace. And in a world addicted to illusions, that authenticity is prophetic. It confronts people without you saying a word. It calls them higher, challenges them to be real, and invites them to stop running from themselves. Anointed one, you have no idea how rare that is. Most people today are exhausted from pretending. They are tired of living behind curated expressions of themselves. But when they encounter someone like you, unfiltered, wholehearted, rooted in integrity, it disrupts them. It stirs something dormant within them. That is why your presence feels like a mirror. People do not just see you, they see the version of themselves they were always meant to be. And that realization alone has revived spirits on the verge of giving up. There is a depth to you, a spiritual gravity that shifts the room when you walk in. You may think that's an exaggeration, but I promise you it isn't. I have seen people broken, guarded, angry, afraid, suddenly soften when someone with genuine peace enters their space. Peace is contagious. Strength is contagious. Authenticity is contagious. And you carry all three without forcing them on anyone. Chosen one, the power you carry is not loud. It does not shout to be heard. It does not demand attention. It simply exists, quietly, steadily. persistently. And that is why it changes people, because it arrives without arrogance and moves without manipulation. It simply stands. There is something profoundly healing about a person who has been wounded yet still chooses to love. Others feel that. They feel the sincerity in your presence. They feel the safety in your spirit. They feel the calm in your voice, the softness in your patience, the steadiness in your endurance. They cannot explain it, but their soul recognizes it. It is as though your life whispers, you can breathe here, you can be yourself here, you can heal here. And that whisper has saved more hearts than you'll ever know. You see, not everyone needs advice. Not everyone needs solutions. Some people simply need to witness a life that proves survival is possible. They need to see someone like you, someone who has walked through valleys, faced losses, battled silent wars, and still carries light, still carries compassion, still carries calm. That alone becomes a form of rescue. Anointed One, I want to tell you something from a place of truth. Heaven did not waste your pain. Every season you endured was shaping you into the living refuge you are now. You are not peaceful by accident. You are peaceful because you survived storms that forced you to build peace brick by brick. You are not gentle by chance. You are gentle because you know how it feels to be mishandled. You're not patient for no reason. You're patient because you have walked paths where rushing would have destroyed you. This is why people trust you even without knowing why. This is why people open their hearts around you even when they struggle to trust others. They sense your spirit before they understand your story. They sense your purity before they learn your background. Your presence has a language of its own, and it speaks directly to the soul. But here is the deeper mystery. Even though others feel safe with you, you often feel alone. Even though others draw strength from you, you often feel unseen. You pour out so naturally that people forget you are human too. They forget you need support as much as they do. They forget you need rest, encouragement, and reassurance. You carry light so effortlessly that others assume you never face darkness. But chosen one, I know you do. I know there were days when you felt like collapsing, but you kept smiling for the sake of someone else. I know there were nights when your heart was heavy, but you still showed up because you didn't want to disappoint anyone. I know you've given comfort to people who would never notice your tears. I know you've been a healer to those who didn't realize you were bleeding too. And yet, even though your spirit fought battles in silence, you never let your pain turn you cruel. You never let your disappointment turn you cold. You never let your loneliness turn you bitter. That is not ordinary. That is not random. That is the mark of someone chosen. It takes a rare kind of soul to walk through fire and come out kind. That kindness has been your testimony. It has been your ministry. It has been your strength. It has also been your assignment. Not because you were meant to carry the world, but because heaven trusted you to carry light in a world that is drowning in shadows. But hear me clearly, heaven never intended for you to carry everything alone. Heaven did not assign you to be everyone's shelter and leave you without one of your own. The same God who strengthened you for others is now strengthening others for you. The same grace you poured out is returning to you. The same light you shared is coming back multiplied. Chosen one, you have spent years being the reason others held on, but now heaven is about to send people who will help you hold on too. Your season of carrying everyone is shifting into a season where you will finally be carried, and you deserve nothing less. Chosen one, if only you could see yourself the way heaven sees you, you would understand why your journey has felt so heavy and why the battles you've faced were never small. People with small callings face small resistance, but those who carry great light, great purpose, and great spiritual authority face battles that seem disproportionate to their circumstances. You have often wondered, why me? Why does life hit me so hard? Why do I keep encountering storms others never face? But the truth is simple. What rests upon you is not ordinary. There are people who walk through life untouched by deeper struggles because they were never meant to walk the spiritual terrain you walk. You anointed one were shaped for higher mountains, bigger assignments, deeper realms. The fire was never sent to destroy you, but to reveal you. The pressure was never punishment, but preparation. And though you may not have understood that in the moment, heaven understood it fully. Heaven knew the weight of the calling on your life, and heaven knew what needed to be placed inside you for you to carry it. That is why you have endured seasons where you felt unseen. Seasons that felt like silence. Seasons where you prayed and heard nothing, waited and saw nothing, hoped and received nothing. But not every divine work is loud. Some of the greatest miracles happen in hidden places, under pressure, under darkness, under uncertainty. Seeds do not sprout in the sunlight, they sprout in the soil. Strength does not grow in comfort, it grows in the unknown. And leaders, spiritual leaders like you, are not formed in applause. They are formed in seasons where no one is watching. Chosen one. Whether you realize it or not, your life has become evidence that divine timing is real. You have faced situations that forced you to wait longer than you wanted, relinquish control you wished you could keep, and trust God in moments where trust felt like a risk. But those delays were not denials, they were alignments. There are blessings that require maturity. There are breakthroughs that require pruning. There are financial doors, relational doors, spiritual doors that only open once the interior world of a person matches the destiny ahead of them. And that more than anything is what heaven has been shaping in you: alignment. You may not see it clearly yet, but alignment is what separates the chosen from the crowd. Many desire blessings they are not anchored enough to hold. Many want influence without the wisdom to use it. Many desire abundance without the discipline to steward it. But you, your life, your process, your delays, they have been preparing you to receive what you once could not have carried. And I want you to know this: heaven is pleased with your growth, even in seasons where you felt like you were failing. You grew when you were tired. You grew when you were discouraged. You grew when your heart was breaking. You grew when life offered you no comfort. And that kind of growth, quiet, gritty, spiritual growth, is the kind that heaven rewards. But here is the prophetic shift: you have spent years becoming the version of yourself that can hold the blessing. Now heaven is shifting you into the season where the blessing comes looking for you. There is a divine orchestration unfolding even now in realms you cannot see. People are being positioned, opportunities are being arranged, resources are being rerouted, conversations are being stirred on your behalf. This is not wishful thinking, chosen one. This is the spiritual ripple effect that follows a life that has endured divine refinement. You are entering a time when the things that once resisted you will begin to recognize you. Doors that stayed shut for years will open with ease. People who overlooked you will suddenly see your value. The path that once felt uphill will begin to level out. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is heaven's response to your endurance. Anointed one, the battles you fought in silence have created breakthroughs that will soon be visible. And not just for you, your breakthrough will overflow into people connected to your life. Just as your presence has kept others from giving up, your rising will show them what divine restoration looks like. You won't just inspire with your endurance anymore. You will inspire with your elevation. But listen closely, your elevation is not coming to inflate your ego. It is coming to validate your calling. It is coming to reveal what heaven has known all along, that you were chosen for impact, chosen for influence, chosen to carry blessings that make others ask, how did they survive all that, and still rise like this? Your life is becoming a testimony in real time, and though you may not have asked for this mantle, you are ready for it. You have already proven this in the unseen realm through every valley, every night of tears, every moment you chose faith over fear. Heaven does not promote by accident. Heaven promotes by evidence, and your life, chosen one, is the evidence. There will come a day sooner than you think when you will look back and realize why the journey required so much from you. You will see how every delay preserved the promise, how every heartbreak redirected you toward destiny, how every closed door was God's mercy in disguise. And on that day you will understand what heaven already knows. You were never meant to break. You were meant to transform. Chosen one. There is something profoundly holy about the way you have walked through your hardest seasons. You didn't just endure pain, you learned from it. You didn't just face disappointment, you absorbed its lessons. You didn't just survive betrayal, you allowed it to deepen your discernment. Every wound you carried became a window through which more light entered your spirit. And that is why heaven has invested so much in your journey, because you never let your suffering turn you into someone you were not. But there is a truth most people around you never understood. Your strength was never effortless. It was costly. Each time you chose forgiveness over resentment, something in you had to break open before it could heal. Each moment you chose patience, when anger would have been easier, you fought an inner battle no one saw. Each time you chose compassion, when you had every right to shut down emotionally, you sacrificed comfort for purpose. The world might see your peace, but only heaven saw the war that created it. And yet, chosen one, even with everything you've endured, you never lost the ability to love. You never lost the desire to hope. You never lost the yearning to believe in goodness, in people, in yourself, in God. Do you know how rare that is? Many walk through smaller storms and never recover. But you, your spirit, kept rising. Bruised, but rising. Tired, but rising. Questioning, but rising. That is the mark of someone assigned to carry more than just their own destiny. That is the mark of someone chosen. People often misunderstand the ones God chooses. They see your grace, but not your grief. They admire your stability, but never realize it was forged through years of instability. They compliment your wisdom, but forget that wisdom is born from wounds. They want your light, but ignore the shadows you had to wrestle through to create it. That is why so many have misread you. They assumed your calm meant you never struggled. They assumed your gentleness meant you were naive. They assumed your patience meant you were passive. But what they called weakness was actually discipline. What they called quietness was actually spiritual depth. What they called softness was actually resilience. You learned early on that reacting is easy, but rising is divine. Anointed one. I need you to understand that your path has required solitude, not because you are unworthy of support, but because heaven needed to teach you how to stand without needing validation. There were seasons where you carried truths no one else could understand, seasons where your intuition told you to step back when others wanted you to step forward, seasons where you felt spiritually out of place, not because you were lost, but because you were growing out of the spaces that once fit you. Growth often feels like grief at first. You don't just lose what is bad, you outgrow what used to feel good. Relationships shift, habits fall away. Once familiar places begin to feel foreign. It's uncomfortable, but it's divine. Heaven was pruning you not to punish, but to prepare. Every time someone walked away, heaven was making room. Every time something ended, heaven was opening space. Every time you felt lonely, heaven was isolating you long enough for you to hear your own calling. Chosen one, do not mistake separation for abandonment. You were not abandoned. You were being positioned. Think about the moments when you felt invisible, the moments when people overlooked your worth, the times when others questioned your intentions, doubted your abilities, or dismissed your voice. Those were not moments of failure, they were moments of refinement. You learned how to speak less and discern more. You learned how to observe quietly before responding. You learned how to detach from anything trying to drain your spirit. And that discernment, strong, quiet, unwavering, is one of your greatest spiritual gifts. You see, people often judge you by your silence, but heaven sees what your silence protects. Your silence has kept you out of unnecessary battles. Your silence has shielded your heart from people who were not meant to hold it. Your silence has saved you from aligning with the wrong voices, the wrong energies, the wrong paths. Stillness has been your armor. Reflection has been your guidance. And that inner stability, the one that feels so natural to you now, is exactly why heaven can trust you with the elevation that is coming. Because elevation isn't given to those who shout, it's given to those who listen. And you, chosen one, have learned to listen to your spirit, to God, to your intuition, to the quiet signals that most people ignore. That sensitivity is not a flaw. It is your compass. It is the reason you have avoided destruction without knowing it. It is the reason you have discerned people's intentions before they revealed themselves. It is why your spirit becomes restless when you are in the wrong place or with the wrong person. Heaven made you spiritually perceptive because your calling requires it. And now that calling is shifting, you are stepping into a season where things will begin to align with almost supernatural ease. The friction is easing, the resistance is fading, the closed doors are beginning to open. What once felt delayed will feel accelerated. What once felt heavy will begin to feel purposeful. You have paid the price in the dark, and heaven is about to reward you in the light. Chosen one, you have been faithful in hidden places. Now heaven is preparing to make your name known, not for fame, but for impact. Chosen one. There is something profoundly sacred about the way heaven has been guiding you, even when you felt completely lost. You thought you were wandering, but you were being led. You thought you were delayed, but you were being protected. You thought you were forgotten, but you were being prepared. Every detour, every pause, every unexpected shift was orchestrated with intentionality. Heaven has never wasted a single step you took. And now, as you look back, you can trace moments when something inside you whispered, "Not this path, not this person, not this opportunity," even when it made no logical sense. That whisper was not fear, it was divine discernment. Heaven has been steering your spirit away from traps you didn't see, from people who would have drained you, from situations that would have dimmed your light. You felt it as intuition, but in truth, it was spiritual protection. Anointed one, your life has never been random. There is a reason you don't fit into every environment. There is a reason certain people could never get too close to your spirit. There is a reason you could sense energy shifts before anything happened. Your soul was never meant to be ordinary. You were crafted with sensitivity, not to be fragile, but to be aware. You feel deeply because you see deeply. You see deeply because you hear deeply. And you hear deeply because heaven has been training you for impact, not comfort. If you ever wondered why your heart breaks for people others ignore, why your spirit reacts strongly to dishonesty, why you cannot tolerate environments that lack peace, why you become physically drained around chaotic souls, it is because your spirit is wired for purpose, not superficiality. You were built to carry revelation, healing, and insight, not noise. Others can survive off distractions, but you cannot. You require alignment. You require truth. You require depth. Heaven made you this way intentionally so you could walk into spaces and immediately sense what others overlook. That sensitivity is not a burden. Chosen one, it is a mantle. But here is the part most people never understood. Because you carry this mantle, you attract people who crave stability, healing, and clarity. They come to you because your spirit feels like home. They come to you because your presence feels like safety. They come to you because something about you whispers, "Here you can rest." And while heaven celebrates this gift, I also know what it has cost you. You have been the safe place for people who never offered you safety in return. You have carried the emotional weight of others without anyone realizing how heavy your own heart was. You have listened, guided, comforted, and uplifted those who later walked away as if your presence was just a temporary shelter. But despite all this, you continued to love. You continued to pour. You continued to rise. That is why heaven trusts you. Chosen one. You are entering a season where the seeds you sowed quietly, faithfully, painfully will finally return to you. The loyalty you gave freely will come back multiplied. The love you offered without conditions will return in purer form. The wisdom you cultivated in silence will open doors you once only dreamed of. And yes, this applies not just spiritually, but materially. Heaven is aligning a divine financial transfer in your life. Not because you begged for it, but because you have proven you can steward increase without losing yourself. You have demonstrated integrity in scarcity. You have shown gratitude in uncertainty. You have remained generous even when you had little to give. That level of character is the foundation heaven builds blessing upon. It is why new opportunities are coming. It is why new provision is forming. It is why new pathways are being unlocked, not by your striving, but by your alignment. Anointed one. Listen closely. The breakthrough coming toward you is not small. It is not symbolic. It is tangible. It is structural. It is the kind of blessing that restructures the way you live, breathe, and build. Heaven is shifting you out of survival and into overflow. You have lived long enough in seasons where you had to stretch yourself thin just to make it. That era is ending. You are stepping into ease, not laziness, but grace. The kind of grace that shows up when you have passed tests you didn't even know you were taking. And there is another truth I must speak. Your elevation will not be private. People who once overlooked you will watch your rising. People who doubted you will witness your validation. People who tried to diminish your worth will see heaven amplify it. But do not rise to prove them wrong. Rise because heaven has called your name. This next chapter of your life has less to do with who hurt you and more to do with who you are becoming. You are being shaped into someone who will lead, inspire, and influence, not because you crave attention, but because people trust those who have walked through fire and remain kind. Chosen one. Your life is shifting from endurance to expression, from hiddenness to visibility, from surviving to thriving, from carrying others to being carried by heaven. You are not just rising, you are being revealed. Chosen one. As we go deeper, I want you to recognize something most people never fully realize about themselves. You have been walking through a transformation that did not announce itself. It didn't come with fireworks or grand revelations. It came quietly, subtly, almost imperceptibly through the daily choices you made, the habits you broke, the boundaries you set, the truths you embraced. Somewhere along the way, without even noticing, you outgrew the version of yourself that once struggled to survive. Your spirit became more mature. Your discernment became sharper. Your patience became deeper. Your peace became non-negotiable. You didn't force this growth. Life carved it into you. Heaven shaped it in you. And now, without even trying, you carry a presence that feels different to people. They may not have the language for it, but they sense it. They sense that you have evolved in ways they can't quite explain. They sense that your spirit has expanded, that your energy is refined, that your focus is elevated. You've stepped into a version of yourself that cannot tolerate what you once entertained. And while it may feel confusing, it is actually confirmation you are ascending. Anointed One. This ascension comes with a strange kind of loneliness. Not because you are unloved, but because the higher you climb spiritually, the fewer people are able to meet you at that altitude. You don't resonate with chaos anymore. You don't feel at home around drama anymore. Conversations rooted in ego drain you. Environments built on pretense repel you. It's not that you're better than anyone. It's that heaven has expanded your soul to a point where you simply cannot fit into the spaces you've outgrown. And so you've found yourself in this in-between space, no longer who you were, not yet where you're going. This is the spiritual threshold, the divine hallway between seasons, and it often feels like solitude. But it's not punishment, it's preparation. Heaven isolates before it elevates. Heaven resets before it releases. Heaven recalibrates before it rewards. Chosen One, you're in that recalibration now. This is why your spirit has become more sensitive. Why things that never bothered you now feel heavy. Why conversations that once felt normal now feel draining. Why being around certain people leaves you feeling spiritually exhausted. This sensitivity is not weakness, it is alignment. Your spirit is rejecting anything that doesn't match the frequency of where heaven is taking you. You may have noticed too that your patience for shallow relationships has run out. That you're no longer drawn to people who don't speak to your soul. That you can no longer force connections that lack authenticity. This isn't you being difficult. This is your calling demanding purity in your circle. Heaven is filtering the voices you're allowed to hear in this next season. Not everyone who had access to you in the past will have access to you in the future. That's protection, not loss. And here is something profound. The people meant for your next chapter will recognize you by your spirit, not your history. You won't have to prove yourself. You won't have to shrink. You won't have to over-explain. They will see you and honor what they see, because heaven is aligning you with souls who can hold the weight of who you are becoming. Chosen One. I want to tell you something you may not have realized. You have already overcome the hardest part of this journey. The storms that nearly broke you were the storms that built you. The tests that drained you were the tests that activated you. The losses that pained you were the losses that positioned you. You are not at the beginning anymore. You are at the turning point, the place where divine momentum begins to work for you, not against you. This is why your spirit feels a quiet anticipation lately. Something is shifting. You can't name it, but you feel it. Something is aligning. Something is opening. Something in your environment, your energy, your relationships, your finances is beginning to move in a direction that feels intentional, orchestrated. That sensation is not imagination, it is spiritual confirmation. Heaven is preparing a release, and the truth is this: you have reached a level of spiritual maturity that heaven can now build upon. You've demonstrated humility when pride would have been easier. You've chosen forgiveness when vengeance felt justified. You've held on to faith when everything around you contradicted it. You've kept your heart soft in a world that rewarded hardness. These choices, small, quiet, unseen, have shifted your spiritual trajectory. Now heaven can trust you with more. Anointed one. What you are stepping into is not a small blessing. It is not a symbolic breakthrough. It is not a momentary uplift. You are on the brink of a life-altering chapter, a chapter where you no longer operate from survival, but from spiritual authority. A chapter where you don't chase opportunities. Opportunities recognize you. A chapter where you don't beg for love. Love gravitates toward you. A chapter where you don't strain for provision. Provision flows to you because heaven has said now. The seeds you sowed in tears are about to return in abundance. This is not motivational speech. This is prophetic alignment. Your spirit knows this. Your dreams have been hinting at it. Your intuition has been whispering it. Your heart has been preparing for it. Chosen one, you are entering a season where heaven will not just restore what you lost, it will multiply it. Under chosen one, there comes a moment in every spiritually awakened life when you begin to understand that not everything you endured was an attack. Some of it was instruction. Some of it was heaven's way of teaching you what no mentor could teach, what no book could reveal, what no sermon could fully articulate. You learned through experience what others only learned in theory, and that is why your wisdom carries weight. It's not borrowed, it's embodied. You have lived through things that forced you to grow faster than your age, deeper than your environment, wiser than your upbringing. And often this made you feel out of place, like you were carrying knowledge you never asked for, burdens you didn't choose, and insights you were too young or too tired to hold. But heaven knew exactly what it was doing. Heaven was maturing your spirit long before your circumstances caught up. Anointed one, your life has been your training ground. You learned how to read people not because you wanted to, but because life demanded it. You learned how to stay calm in chaos because storms became your classroom. You learned how to be independent because you had no one to rely on. You learned how to fight spiritually because the battles came before the explanations. And through it all, you began to develop a kind of internal strength that others can sense but cannot quite define. It's not loud, it's not aggressive, it's not performative. It is a quiet authority, an inner knowing that even when the world is unstable, something inside you is anchored. But I want to highlight something you may have missed. Your wisdom has been misunderstood. People have mistaken your discernment for distrust. They've mistaken your silence for disinterest. They've mistaken your boundaries for walls. They've mistaken your intuition for overthinking. They could not understand that you weren't reacting, you were responding. You were sensing the spiritual temperature of your surroundings, feeling the subtle shifts in people's intentions and anticipating outcomes long before they arrived. And this is why your spirit rarely gets caught off guard. Heaven trains the ones it chooses. You may not realize it. Chosen one, but you have become a spiritual reflector. People reveal themselves around you, not because you expose them, but because your presence doesn't allow masks to stay intact. Something about your energy brings out truth. People either rise to your level or expose their own shadows. And though this ability has protected you countless times, it has also made relationships complicated. Not everyone can handle being seen. Not everyone can handle being sensed. Not everyone can handle being known without speaking. Your spirit reads before your mind analyzes, and that alone has saved you from heartbreaks you never even knew were waiting for you. Heaven has given you this discernment to ensure that your heart, soft, expansive healing is not placed in the wrong hands. And now that your spirit is refined, Heaven is shifting your environment to match that refinement. Chosen one, you are stepping into a season where the people around you will not drain you, they will pour into you. People who understand your depth, people who honor your calling, people who match your sincerity, people who bring peace instead of problems, people who carry truth instead of pretense. This is a divine rearrangement, and though it may feel like loss at first, it is actually alignment. Relationships that are not spiritually synchronized with your calling will fall away. Connections built on convenience will dissolve. People who cannot handle your truth will distance themselves. This is not rejection, it is spiritual filtration. You cannot carry everyone into your next chapter because your next chapter carries weight. It carries responsibility. It carries impact. It carries financial elevation, spiritual authority, emotional restoration, and generational transformation. And Heaven will not allow people who take you lightly to walk with you into a season where you must take yourself seriously. Anointed one, I want you to notice this shift in yourself. You are no longer comfortable playing small. You're no longer willing to silence your truth to make others comfortable. You're no longer adjusting your standards to accommodate someone else's mediocrity. This is not pride. This is awakening. You are awakening to the realization that your gifts were never meant to be diluted. Your voice was never meant to be muted. Your calling was never meant to be minimized. You're stepping into the version of yourself that Heaven always knew existed. You're becoming more direct, more peaceful, more intentional, more self-aware, more spiritually grounded. And with this awareness comes something even deeper, the understanding that your dreams were not random. They were instructions. The visions you've had, those flashes of your future, those sudden bursts of inspiration, those moments where you saw yourself living a life that felt far from your current reality, those were not fantasies. They were glimpses, blueprints, prophetic previews. They were Heaven's way of saying, pay attention. This is where I'm taking you. Chosen one, do not underestimate the signs Heaven has been sending you. The recurring thoughts, the growing restlessness, the desire for change, the shift in your priorities, the sudden clarity about what you will no longer tolerate. These are not mood swings, they are spiritual signals. They are the indicators that your old chapter is closing, and not gradually, decisively. You may feel the tension of transition, the emotional stretching, the spiritual tugging, the internal recalibration. This tension is not a sign that something is wrong. It is proof that something new is forming. Just as the body feels pressure before birth, the spirit feels pressure before breakthrough, and your breakthrough. Chosen one is not distant, it is near. Near in your finances, near in your relationships, near in your purpose, near in your identity, near in your peace. You have completed the season of internal transformation. Now, Heaven is shifting you into external manifestation. Chosen one, prepare. What you prayed for is about to introduce itself. What you waited for is about to meet you. What you endured for is about to reveal its purpose. Your rising is not a rumor. It is the next chapter of your destiny. Chosen one. Every chapter of your life has carried a sacred assignment, even the ones that felt like devastation, especially those. The seasons that broke you were the very seasons that reshaped you. The moments when everything collapsed were the moments Heaven was clearing the ground for something greater to be built within you. You were not being destroyed, you were being redesigned. In the lives of those marked for divine purpose, nothing is linear, nothing is predictable. Heaven trains the chosen through contrast, clarity born from confusion, strength born from suffering, purpose born from pain. You, Anointed One, have lived this divine curriculum intimately. Even when you didn't understand the lesson, your spirit was absorbing the wisdom. Every disappointment became direction. Every heartbreak became refinement. Every delay became alignment. Every ending became necessary. And you must hear this clearly. Nothing you went through was wasted. The tears, the silence, the loneliness, the frustrations, they all watered the soil of the person you are now becoming. But let's speak to the truth you often hide. For a long time you felt behind. Behind in life. Behind in opportunities. Behind in timing. You saw others move ahead, build families, careers, foundations, while you were still battling invisible wars. You wondered, why is my life moving so slowly? Why am I still in the same place? But Chosen One, you were never behind. You were being divinely timed. Heaven was preparing your interior world for the magnitude of what will soon manifest externally. There are blessings that cannot arrive prematurely. There are connections that cannot be rushed. There are opportunities that require your spirit to be grounded before they can be entrusted to you. You were not delayed, you were being calibrated. And now the calibration is complete. This is why your priorities are shifting. Why your spirit is restless in certain spaces. Why old relationships feel misaligned. Why some conversations feel shallow. Why certain environments make your heart feel heavy. Your soul is shedding everything that cannot follow you into the next chapter. You're not losing people, you're losing versions of yourself that no longer resonate. Anointed One, Heaven is calling you higher, and certain attachments simply cannot survive at that altitude. The people who drift away are not part of your downfall, they are part of your rising. Not everyone who loved the old you can recognize the new you. Not everyone who walked with the former version of you has permission to walk with the evolved one. And this is not ego. This is evolution. This is elevation. Your spirit is expanding beyond the limits of your past. You're no longer comfortable playing small, staying silent, shrinking to fit into places that were never built to hold your destiny. You are awakening to the truth that your gifts were not meant to be diluted, your voice was not meant to be hidden, your calling was not meant to be minimized. Chosen One. This awakening is not an accident, it is a signal that your divine assignment is activating, a signal that heaven is preparing to release what was held back for the right moment. A signal that your life is entering a new dimension of visibility, impact, and purpose. Your dreams have been speaking, your intuition has been stirring, your emotions have been shifting, your sleep has been restless, your spirit has been alert. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. You are standing at the threshold where internal transformation becomes external demonstration. The heaviness you've been feeling is not depression, it is the weight of spiritual transition. Your soul is preparing to break into a new realm. And with this transition comes divine clarity. Clarity about who you are. Clarity about what you will no longer accept. Clarity about what aligns with your calling. Clarity about the environment your spirit requires. This clarity is heaven's gift to you because your next season demands intentionality. You are stepping into a chapter where your influence will increase, your opportunities will multiply, your voice will matter in deeper ways, and your presence will be felt by people you haven't even met yet. But heaven refuses to let you enter this chapter carrying unnecessary weight. And so what feels like loss is actually liberation. What feels like endings is actually preparation. What feels like emptiness is actually expansion. You are being positioned for the blessing. You are being refined for the assignment. You are being elevated into alignment. Chosen one. You are not just walking into a new season, you are walking into a new version of yourself, one that is wise, grounded, discerning, spiritually awakened, and emotionally whole. This is your emergence. This is your rising. This is your divine unfolding. Chosen one, as you step into the deeper layers of your becoming, there is a revelation heaven needs you to grasp. You were not shaped in ease, but in endurance. Ease grows comfort. Endurance grows capacity, and your capacity now is far greater than you realize. You are capable of holding blessings that would have crushed the earlier version of you. You are prepared for opportunities you once prayed for, but weren't yet equipped to sustain. The very battles that exhausted you were the same battles that expanded you. You have been asking, sometimes silently, sometimes with tears, why did it have to be so much? Why did it have to be so hard? But chosen one, look at who you became because of it. Not bitter, not hardened, not hopeless. You became wiser, deeper, more compassionate, more discerning, more powerful. You became someone who can walk into a room and feel its spiritual temperature shift. You became someone who can sense truth before it's spoken. Your battles didn't just shape you, they sharpened you. Heaven does not invest this level of refinement into ordinary souls. It invests it into the ones who will carry influence, into the ones who will carry healing, into the ones who will carry supernatural authority. And that is what rests on you. But understand this, you've reached a point in your journey where your old identity cannot accompany you anymore. You've spent years adapting to environments that were too small, too shallow, too chaotic for who you are becoming. You shrank your voice to stay approachable. You softened your boundaries to stay likable. You ignored your intuition to stay agreeable. But now your spirit is revolting against what you used to tolerate. Not because you've changed in a negative way, but because you've grown into the truth of who you've always been. Anointed. Your spirit is refusing to return to who you no longer are. This is why you've been feeling emotional exhaustion in spaces that once felt familiar. This is why certain conversations no longer resonate. This is why old habits suddenly feel heavy. This is why your soul feels like it's shedding everything unnecessary. Your spirit is preparing you for expansion. Elevation requires emptiness. New chapters require new capacity. Divine appointments require uncluttered hearts. And so heaven has been removing, pruning, and reshaping your inner world, not to destabilize you, but to upgrade you. Chosen one. I must tell you something that may surprise you. Heaven is not only preparing a blessing for you, it is preparing you for the blessing. The weight of what is coming requires emotional stability, spiritual maturity, and mental clarity. You have been given all three. You earned them in seasons where you had nothing but faith to hold on to. And that faith is what will now open doors you were once kept from. There is a supernatural shift happening around you, whether you're aware of it or not. People who once overlooked you are beginning to feel conviction. People who once doubted you are sensing your rising. People who once took advantage of you are experiencing the absence of your light. They won't say it out loud, but they feel the loss. Your presence was their stability. Your counsel was their clarity. Your spirit was their comfort. And now that you've pulled back, you've revealed something powerful. You were never the one who needed them. They were the ones relying on you. Your worth is becoming undeniable even to those who once took it for granted. Anointed. One heaven is placing you in a position where your value will no longer be invisible. The next people who enter your life will honor your heart, your wisdom, your presence, your intuition. You will no longer be the person who gives endlessly and receives crumbs in return. You will no longer be the one who serves without support, loves without reciprocity, or builds without partnership. Heaven is aligning you with people who see you, not your potential you, not your usefulness you, not your generosity you. And they will meet you with the same depth you've always offered others. But here is something even deeper. Your next chapter will not just bless you, it will vindicate you, not with revenge, but with revelation. Heaven will reveal why certain connections fell apart, why certain opportunities dissolved, why certain prayers seemed unanswered. You were being redirected, not rejected. You were being prepared, not punished. You were being refined, not forgotten. Chosen one. Everything that is coming to you now is coming clean. Pure intentions, aligned relationships, honest opportunities, divinely orchestrated breakthroughs. You will not have to question motives. You will not have to overthink decisions. You will not have to force anything into place. Your spirit will know. Your peace will confirm. Your discernment will recognize. And as you rise, you will finally see that you were never behind, you were being timed, perfectly, intentionally, divinely. Chosen one. Your life is not about to change. It is already changing, and soon the world around you will witness what heaven has known all along. You were destined for more than survival. You were destined for revelation, for restoration, for elevation, for divine fulfillment. Chosen one. As we enter this final part of the journey, there is a truth your spirit already knows, but your mind must now fully embrace. You are stepping into the season everything was preparing you for. Every hardship, every betrayal, every quiet night of questioning, every chapter that felt unfinished, none of it was random. All of it was strategic. Heaven has been shaping you, not just to survive life, but to transform it. You see, most people reach their breakthroughs because things finally get easier, but you anointed one will reach yours because you became stronger, clearer, wiser, and more aligned than the challenges that once overwhelmed you. You have outgrown the warfare that used to shake you. You have risen above fears that once paralyzed you. The storms that once threatened to drown you now only reveal how deeply anchored you are. What once broke you now bows to you. And this is why your next chapter carries a kind of supernatural flow you've never experienced before. Where you used to strive, opportunities will now seek you. Where you used to chase clarity will now speak to you. Where you used to wait for validation, heaven will now confirm you. You are stepping into a season where your spirit is no longer fighting for survival, but stepping into destiny. Chosen one, you are not entering a season of almost. You are entering a season of arrival. Arrival into your gifts. Arrival into your calling. Arrival into your divine alignment. The confusion that once clouded your mind is lifting. The heaviness that weighed on your heart is dissolving. The doubts that once undermined your confidence are being replaced with a quiet, unshakable knowing. This knowing is your inheritance. It is the spiritual maturity that comes after walking through fire without losing your light. It is the grace that flows from enduring battles without losing your compassion. It is the authority that forms when you learn to listen to heaven more than the noise around you. This is the version of you. Heaven has been waiting for the version that can carry blessings without breaking love, without losing self-abundance, without arrogance and influence, without corruption. And now, something miraculous is stirring in your future. The people, opportunities, resources, and alignments meant for you are being released. No more delays, no more detours, no more spiritual interruptions. You have graduated from the wilderness, and as you move forward, you will begin to notice divine synchronicities, moments that confirm heaven is orchestrating your steps. Conversations that align, doors that open, ideas that ignite, encounters that feel purposeful. You will know it's not coincidence because the peace attached to it will feel undeniable. Anointed One, take this with you. You did not come this far to repeat old cycles. You did not survive so much just to stay the same. You did not heal so deeply just to shrink again. Your future is calling you forward, not softly, but boldly, and heaven is echoing that call. Chosen One, this is your appointed time. Walk into it with reverence. Walk into it with faith. Walk into it with the certainty that you're becoming everything heaven designed you to be. Chosen One. As you stand in this sacred moment of your journey, heaven is inviting you to acknowledge the truth that has been quietly unfolding within you. You're no longer the same person who once fought to be understood, accepted, or seen. Something in you has shifted. Something has awakened. You have stepped out of an old identity and into a version of yourself that is wiser, deeper, more spiritually aligned than ever before. This change didn't happen overnight. It came from battles fought silently, from tears wiped privately, from lessons you were forced to learn before you felt ready. Heaven used the quiet hours to reshape your spirit, refine your heart, and strengthen your mind. And now, almost without noticing, you have become someone who walks with a clarity and confidence that your past self could barely imagine. You are learning that peace is not accidental, it is cultivated. You protect your spirit now with a devotion born from experience. You no longer stay in places where your soul feels small. You no longer give your energy to what drains you. You no longer tolerate what disrupts your inner alignment. This is growth, not hardness. This is awareness, not arrogance. Your discernment has become sharper than ever before. You sense intentions without needing explanations. You feel spiritual shifts before they surface. You recognize dishonesty, chaos, or misalignment long before it becomes visible. This is the power of a healed intuition, an intuition that has learned to trust itself because heaven has trained it through trial. Chosen One. This version of you no longer bends to please others. You no longer silence your truth for comfort. You no longer dim your light to blend in. You understand now that your calling requires courage, and courage requires authenticity. The world may not always understand your choices, but heaven does. And for the first time, that is enough for you. This is why certain relationships feel different now. Some connections are fading, some people feel distant, some bonds feel loose. It is not because of anger or conflict, it is spiritual evolution. You are rising into a frequency that not everyone is meant to follow. Some people were chapters, not lifetimes. Some were lessons, not partners. Some were passing voices, not permanent anchors. And even though letting go can feel painful, your spirit knows it is necessary. You cannot carry old energies into a destiny shaped by new clarity. You cannot water dead soil and expect fruit. You cannot shrink yourself to fit the expectations of people who never saw your calling. Heaven is pruning your path because what is coming requires focus, strength, and an unshakable sense of identity. Chosen One. The beauty of this moment is that you are no longer lost. You are aligned. You are walking with purpose in your steps and faith in your breath. What once confused you now feels clear. What once frightened you now feels manageable. What once broke you now feels distant. You have crossed an internal threshold that cannot be undone. And because heaven has seen your growth, the external blessings are beginning to move toward you. Not the kind of blessings that disappear quickly, but blessings rooted in truth. Blessings that match your evolution. Blessings that recognize your worth. Blessings that honor who you have become. You are stepping into a season where you will finally see the reward for the inner work you've done in silence. Opportunities will come that fit you perfectly. Relationships will appear that honor your soul. Doors will open that once refused to move. Resources will flow where scarcity once existed. This is not luck, it is alignment. You transformed, and now your life must transform with you. Anointed One. You should know that the world feels your shift. People sense that you are no longer carrying yourself from a place of insecurity, but from identity. They see the quiet fire in your eyes, the steadiness in your presence, the peace in your spirit. Some will admire it, some will retreat from it, but all will recognize it. This next chapter will not require fear or striving. It will require trust. Trust in the timing that finally makes sense. Trust in the path that is unfolding. Trust in the voice within you that has never led you astray. You are entering a season where purpose and timing meet, where preparation and opportunity collide, where the old season closes completely and the new one rises fully. Chosen One, lift your head and breathe. Your transformation is complete. Your alignment is real. Your elevation is unfolding even now. Heaven is not preparing you for the future. Heaven is revealing that you are the future. Your moment has arrived. Chosen One, as we come to the close of this sacred message, let your spirit receive what heaven has been whispering to you all along. You were never walking this path alone. Every step, every trial, every quiet act of resilience has been witnessed, recorded, and honored. You have carried light into places that had forgotten how to shine. And because of that, a divine transfer is already moving in your direction. Anointed One, this is your Kairos moment, your divinely appointed hour. The season where what you poured into others returns to you, pressed down, overflowing, and unmistakably heaven-sent. The shift you've been sensing is not imagination, it is confirmation. Alignment is here, provision is here, restoration is here. You are stepping into the very timing your spirit has been waiting for. May truth steady your feet. May clarity guard your heart. May favor rise around you like a shield. May the blessings assigned to your name find you without delay. Chosen One, remain faithful to the path. Stay aligned with the flow of the anointing that rests on your life. Walk forward with gratitude, expectation, and a confidence born from knowing heaven has already gone before you. If this word touched your spirit, feel free to share your heart in the comments or stay connected for more divine guidance. Your journey matters, your presence matters, and your rising cannot be stopped. Go in light, go in truth, go in the fullness of the destiny prepared for you. Your time has come.